I'm Ree, welcome back to my channel, Mummy of Four Does Disney. Today I am sharing my top picks for absolute must-see Disney movies, specifically if you are going on the Disney Magic at Sea UK staycation this summer, because you and your family need to be familiar with all of these films and characters before you board the cruise, because all of these characters will feature in some way, shape or form on that trip. But to be honest, whether or not you're going on the cruise, or whether you are heading to one of the Disney parks, or whether you're not even planning a Disney trip, these are films that you and your family absolutely must see anyway. All of these films can be found on Disney Plus, so if you have a Disney Plus subscription, you can watch all of them immediately. Before we head into it, I just want to say, if you're new, I would love it if you would join my Disney family by subscribing and turning on bell notifications so you do not miss an upload. I post loads of Disney content, including Disney hauls, Disney trip planning, Disney bounding and outfit ideas and inspiration, and all the vlogs coming up when we go on the Disney Magic at Sea UK staycation this summer. My first pick for a must-see Disney movie this summer has got to be, have you guessed it? Have you guessed it? The Rose, I Want Adventure in the Great Wide Somewhere. Did you guess it? Yes, it's Beauty and the Beast. Now the first reason for this is because one of the restaurants on the Disney Magic at Sea is Lumiere's, which is obviously Beauty and the Beast themed. So you need to make sure you've seen the film so you and your family know what it's all about when you get there. But also the show on the Disney Magic this summer is the Disney Dreams show. The Disney Dreams show is not based on one Disney movie, it is loads and loads of Disney classics all sewn together, and Beauty and the Beast characters feature in the Disney Dreams show. So have you seen Beauty and the Beast? Have you seen both the cartoon and the live action version? It is my daughter Bella's favourite Disney film actually, and probably one of mine. Might be why I chose the name her just a little bit. So let me know in the comments as we go through all of these, how many you've seen, how many are still on your list, which are your favourites. My next must-watch film before you go on the Disney Magic has got to be Tangled, because one of the restaurants is Rapunzel's Royal Table. The characters that feature in the restaurant are obviously Rapunzel, Flynn Rider, but also the characters from The Snuggly Duckling. So if you've seen the film, you'll know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't, go and check it out. If you're also Tangled fans in your house, there is a series on Disney Plus that my children have been quite enjoying called Tangled Before Ever After, and it is the story of what happens when she gets back to the Kingdom of Corona. Can we just take a little second here, by the way, to appreciate that Rapunzel was in quarantine in a tower in a kingdom called Corona. Let's just let that sink in, shall we? And this film was made years ago. Anyway, if you are Tangled fans, make sure you check out that on Disney Plus. I think you can buy it from iTunes as well, but it's quite a sweet series with a really catchy theme tune. The next must-watch film before boarding the Disney Magic cruise has got to be Fantasia, and that's because the Animator's Palette restaurant stars Sorcerer Mickey, who is from Fantasia. Now, I would say my children's Disney education is most lacking in the Fantasia department, in that I don't think they've seen it all the way through. So I'm gonna make sure that they at least watch the Sorcerer Mickey bit. Fantasia hasn't got any words in it. It is set to classical music and has got lots of beautiful Disney illustrations through it. To be honest, it's one that I've put on for my children and they've not been terribly engaged with because it's not a story that goes throughout it, but it's still very beautiful and an absolute must watch. So I'm going to persevere with them and see if we can get them to actually sit through and watch that one. Have you seen Fantasia? What did you think of it? The next must watch film on my list is Pinocchio, and if you follow me over on Instagram and you saw my stories, you'll know that my children only recently watched this one. Now, this is in one of my picks because, yes, it's an absolute classic. There's a Pinocchio's Pizzeria on board the Disney Magic, but also Pinocchio and the Blue Fairy are going to feature in the story of the Disney Dreams show. You want to make sure when your children are watching the show, they know who all the characters that feature in the story are. Bonus points if they know all the words to the songs and can sing along to those too. The next top pick for a film you absolutely must see has got to be Peter Pan. Peter Pan's an absolute classic. This film does start with the mum and dad going out for the evening to the theatre, I believe, and leaving the children with the dog in charge, which is an interesting premise for a film, but it was made a very long time ago. Peter Pan's on my must-watch list because Peter is the main character that guides us through the Disney Dreams show. So he meets a little girl and takes her on an adventure to meet all of these other characters, but obviously Peter is one of the main men who is kind of guiding the story. So it is essential that your children, and you for that matter, have seen Peter Pan. Fun fact, Peter Pan is kind of a nickname for my husband because it's what I used to call him when we met, and I was convinced he would never grow up. His lanyard, if you saw my top picks for small Disney shop bits that I've picked up for the cruise, has got Peter Pan on it, and that's why. My next must-watch Disney film is Aladdin. Have you seen Aladdin, the original and the live-action versions? I actually loved both of the live-action remake versions. I thought they did a really good job with Aladdin, a really, really good job. I absolutely loved it. And I know Robin Williams was amazing as the genie, but Will Smith, I felt, kind of put his own stamp on it and did his own thing. I thought it was really good. I really liked the extra song that they added, the Speechless song, in the new film. And as remakes go, I thought it was really, really good. So have you seen both Aladdins, and what were your thoughts on both of them? How did you feel they compared? Aladdin is in my must-watch for the Disney Magic trip because Aladdin characters do feature in the Disney Dreams show too. My next must-watch film before going on a Disney cruise is Cinderella. Now, the new Disney Wish actually has Cinderella as their statue in the main atrium, so if you're going on that cruise, Cinderella is a must-watch. But she's in my top picks for this cruise, the Disney Magic Staycation, because Cinderella also features in the Disney Dreams show. Again, Cinderella has got the live action remake, which I watched with my children really recently. I really loved the film. I thought it was beautiful. It made me kind of sad that they didn't have all the songs in it. She did sing a teeny snippet of a song at one stage, but that was the only thing I felt was missing, whereas Aladdin had all the singing. I wish there was a bit more of that in the Cinderella live action, but I still thought it was gorgeous. The costumes were stunning. I actually really enjoyed that film. So have you seen the live action? Have you seen the original? Which did you prefer? My next must-watch Disney film, and quite frankly, if you've got children and you haven't seen this one, have you got away with that? There is number 1 and number 2, and yes, it's Frozen. Let it go, because Elsa also is featuring in the Disney Dreams show. Have you seen Frozen 1? Have you seen Frozen 2? Which was your favourite? Let me know in the comments. My next must-watch Disney film is The Little Mermaid. So I've actually got The Little Mermaid in her pink dress to share with you today. We've got a few of these. These, by the way, are from the Disney store. They're lovely. My children have been collecting them for years. They're kind of cross between dolls and soft toys. They're absolutely beautiful. Anyway, this is Ariel. I think when she's combing her hair with a dingle hopper. Love The Little Mermaid. It was out when I was little. One of my all-time favourite films. Beautiful songs in it. If your children are massive Little Mermaid fans and they want a little extra fix of Little Mermaid, but they don't mind watching films that were previously made straight to VHS, you know, the ones that when we were younger, they used to make all those straight to VHS ones that were just not good enough for the cinema. There's The Little Mermaid 2 on Disney Plus, which is after Ariel's had a daughter called Melody and she doesn't want to go in the sea because Ursula's mean sister is trying to get her or something. And then there's also Little Mermaid 3, which is a prequel. It's Ariel's beginning, I think. Have you seen any of those films? What did you make of them? I mean, I don't think I've sat through all of either of them. They've kind of been on, but if your children are really into it, then they're worth checking out. Ariel's on my list for the Disney Magic because she's also featuring in the Disney Dreams show. My next pick, and we have got a toy for this somewhere, but I don't know where it is, so I have not got one to share with you. And the pick is The Lion King. Now, The Lion King has got a really sad bit in it. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet, be warned, that bit's probably going to make you cry. But it is a really beautiful film. Fantastic songs in it. The Lion King characters are featuring in the Disney Dreams show. Now, the Disney Lion King live action remake, I've not been brave enough to watch that yet. I'm not sure if it appeals to me. Has anyone seen it? I believe it's on Disney Plus. I know my children have seen it, but not when I was in the room. So should I sit down and watch that? Is it worth a go, or is that not worth wasting my time on? Let me know in the comments. My next top pick for a must-see Disney film before you and your family get on the Disney Magic is...
Look, boss, there's an alien!
Toy Story. And that's because the Kids Club on the Disney Magic has got an Andy's Room themed. It looks absolutely beautiful. It's full of the toys from Andy's Room. So you need to be caught up on Toy Story 1, 2, 3 and 4 just to be safe. There are also some really amazing Toy Story shorts. There's one about Halloween, the Toy Story of Terror. There's another one, the Toy Story Time Forgot, where these dinosaurs in it. it. Now the Toy Story shorts, unlike the straight to VHS ones that the films that they used to do to cash in a little bit when we were little, or when I was little anyway, are actually really, really good. There are a load of shorts involving Forky, who's one of my daughter Zara's favourite characters, but you can binge all those on Disney Plus and they are actually really funny and entertaining and well worth a look. So make sure you check out all the masses of Toy Story content before you head on any Disney holiday, really.
Oh, hey guys, look! It's the real Buzz Lightyear!
Thanks, Woody. The next films you're probably going to want to catch up on, but I'm not very good at because I haven't seen them myself, are some Avengers things. You probably want to watch Iron Man because there is a big Iron Man figure, statue dude thing in the kids club. Spider-Man is cropping up in a lot of the adverts. I'm guessing you want to catch up on a bit of Spider-Man. I'm really not your girl to talk to you about Avengers. I should probably get my boys in on my channel to talk about Avengers because if you've seen any of my other videos, I'm really, really clueless about Avengers. Maybe Avengers needs to go on my must-watch list before this summer when we go on the Magic. And then you just kind of want to familiarise yourself with some classic Disney characters that may be seen around the ship.
Okay, time for this here llama to take a little nap. See ya!
Okay, thanks, Woody. Back to what I was saying. You want to familiarise your children with some just classic Disney characters. So your Mickey, your Minnie, your Donald, your Goofy, the nephews, Huey, Dewey and Louie, Huey, Louie and Dewey, Dewey, Louie and Huey, which way round is that? Have got their own splash pool, so your children want to know who they are. Your Donald, your Daisy, all of those characters. You can show them Mickey Mouse Clubhouse on Disney Plus, or just some of the older, more classic Mickey and Minnie cartoons are well worth a look. So your children know who all these characters are when they get to see them on the cruise or if you're heading to the parks. So what are your top picks for Disney movies? Which ones have I missed out? Are there different characters that you absolutely must watch out for if you're going on different ships? Perhaps if you've been on a Disney cruise that is not the Magic, then there are absolute must-watch films that are specific to those cruises that have different shows and different restaurants. Let me know who those are down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, do let me know in the comments if you want to see more content like this. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification button. I can't say notification. Just hit all the buttons, all the good buttons, not the dislike button, like the good buttons. There are more videos for you to choose from all around my head. Just click on one once you've hit all the other buttons and enjoy. See you guys soon. Bye.